Okay, so this just in from our news team at the 4th Yalta International Economic Conference being held today at Miria Hotel Yalta in Crimea. Leaders from 71 countries and business companies attended a forum called Future of Russia and the World at the historical place of Yalta. Now, Yalta, if we may recall, is the site of the 1945 Yalta Conference, where TGen President Roosevelt, then President rather, President Roosevelt of the U.S., Prime Minister Churchill of the U.K., and Soviet leader Stalin met to form a pact that foreshadowed the United Nations. We have Cesar Vallejos on the line for this breaking news. Cesar.
Hi, Oma. Yes, we are live at the Yalta International Economic Forum here at the Mira Resort and Spa in the Republic of Cream. And as we mentioned earlier, this is one of the most important business events in Russia. It's along with the Petersburg International Economic Forum, the Eastern Economic Forum, and the Sochi Investment Forum. And we are happy to inform you that the Philippines is representing our country, and we would like to there's a lot of developments already that's happening, and we have seen various leaders and businessmen who are supporting the Republic of Crimea, and the executive news team is on the site, and the Eagle News team is on the site, and we have interviewed a lot of businessmen and also government leaders from different countries that includes Mali in Africa, and also representatives from Germany. And we are seeing a different view of the world here, and there's a lot of investments, discussions, investment of getting various investments to construction, to cryptocurrency, and other digital areas where the Republic of Crimea would like to um, get more businesses and partnerships. And as a matter of fact, you will notice that the newest airport of the Republic of Crimea has already been opened. It just opened 2 days ago, just in time for the opening of the Yalta International Economic Forum, and it can accommodate up to 6.5 to 10 million passengers. It is one of the important sidelines of the Yalta Economic Forum, and this was produced only for 22 months, and this was the agreement was signed only 2 years ago, and with this development, we are looking at more investments to come here at the Republic of Crimea. And not only that, there is also other infrastructures that are being developed here, including the Crimea Bridge that connects the Republic of Crimea with the mainland Russia. And as we have discussed with other political leaders and other businessmen, they are looking at other investments in the areas of tourism, construction, and other important investments. Also, agriculture, because here in the Republic of Crimea, there's a lot of developments ongoing, and we have also noticed that there's a lot of countries supporting the Republic of Crimea. As a matter of fact, we noticed 71 countries are represented, and there's about 500 delegates coming from these foreign countries. And we have spoken a lot, some of them, and we are seeing a different view of Russia. We have been exposed to other news on how um, uh, the view of Syria and the other issues globally is presented, and we'll be presenting more details about this later on, Alma.
Yes, Cesar, I know that Crimea is being viewed here as like a war-torn country, as separated from Russia. But as of now, now that you're there in Crimea itself, are they presenting Crimea as part of Russia or as separate from Russia?
Oh, yes, that's one of the misconceptions, Alma, because of course there's a lot of different views about Crimea. It's definitely a subject of the Russian Federation, and earlier when we were discussing and when we were presenting the when we were when we attended the forum on the future of Russia, a message of the head of the Russian Republic, Vladimir Putin, mentioned that he wanted to come up with breakthrough initiatives that the Republic of Crimea should be able to do. And it's not definitely, as you mentioned, a war-torn place, Alma. It's
Yes.
a very peaceful place. It's rich in natural landscape, and the people of the Republic of Crimea are very hospitable. The moment you step into the airport, it presents a different view. The airport, by the way, is one of the largest investments of the Republic of Crimea. It amounts about 32 billion rubles. It's one of the most significant investments of the Republic of Crimea that combines both private financing and public financing. I think there's 70% of that comes from the private investors, while the rest comes from the government. And the government is encouraging more private investors to come here.
All right. Cesar, we're about to run out of time, but then I want to ask you, how many days is the forum, and what do they hope to achieve at the end of the forum?
Okay. The forum started last April 17, and it will end tomorrow. And the objective of the forum is to bring in more investments. And we got reports that at this point the government, the Republic of Crimea, has already exceeded more than 100 billion rubles,
Mm-hmm.
and they're expecting and anticipating more investments to come, and more agreements and contracts similar to the Simferopol Airport will be formulated. And it's an agreement with the various countries, including China, Germany, and other countries who are supporting the Republic of Crimea as
Mm-hmm.
part of the Russian Federation. Alma?
All right. Thank you so much for your update, Cesar, and we'll be waiting for more updates from you there in Crimea. If you can give us more, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, that was Cesar Vallejos reporting from our Russian Bureau.